What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, another new Wonder Woman game thing is out there. I think we're getting closer. I do want to talk about in this video how close we could be, but clearly things are picking up. No matter how you slice it, we've gotten a few different things in the past, 2-3 weeks, and that's more than we've gotten in the past, 2 years. So clearly things are on a roll. It's just when we would see the game. But let's talk about today's news, and it's what's behind me. This concept art looks extremely good. Love it. I'll show the full picture for you guys to see it, but it's really good. And now I guess the biggest question is this concept art? To me, it was never really a question. It was always going to be concept art. I do want to thank both Lore and Fahad, and I hope I'm saying that name right, but both of them on Twitter are just lightning fast, back-to-back minutes actually, of sending me this information. So thanks to you two for sure. And they had spotted something rather interesting. This comes from an employee at Monolith. Now, actually, one of the newest things that have happened is it seems like it's been changed. So there was a debate early on of, take this as a grain of salt, and this is unconfirmed if this is actually concept art or not. Well, just about, 20 minutes ago from when I recorded this, the guy who, again, is the Monolith employee, he actually changed his background. So now it's kind of just like a planet, I guess, almost like a Superman looking kind of thing. I don't want to read too much into that, but he clearly changed it. So the thing now is, in my opinion, that they got to him, right? They said, hey, you can't have that on there. People spotted it, and these people do some really good detective work with this game. This is what happens when you reveal a game 2 years ago and give us absolutely no updates. People start to get a little upset. People start to get a little antsy, and they start to go on LinkedIn, and they start to look at employee profiles of how long they've worked for the company and what they're working on. And remember, we've talked about quite a few things that have happened over the past few weeks. We know some WB Montreal members are helping them work on Wonder Woman. Actually, a pretty good sized team from WB Montreal is helping them. So the question now is, does this mean anything? Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to maybe deflate this balloon a little bit. I don't think we're super close. I know Gamescom's literally tomorrow. I know that the odds of it, the odds I think are a little bit separate kind of thing, but could we get a WB game there? Yes. Now, the tricky thing is, and I've talked about this in past videos, it's gonna be the Lego Harry Potter game, all right? And I guess that's one of the things that can be there. They could do more than one, but remember Jeff Keighley's theme. The theme of this show is games releasing within basically the next year. Now, is the Lego Harry Potter game going to release in the next year? That would actually be very quickly, because the Star Wars game just came out not too long ago. Now, does the Lego Harry Potter game come out in the next year? I don't really think it does. So obviously some games are going to break Jeff's rule, right? He's going to have a couple big announcements that maybe don't release in 2024. Maybe the Lego Harry Potter game does release next year, but the bigger question is, does the Wonder Woman game release next year? God, I hope so. But I'm also not really going to hold my breath. We know Suicide Squad, maybe Lego Harry Potter, Quidditch Champions, right? You can start to put together a pretty okay, at least half year for WB games in general. Is Wonder Woman coming out next fall? Honestly, I feel like we've just been taking so many hits as a community that I don't really want to expect it next fall, right? Just to be disappointed. So I understand Gamescom's tomorrow. I understand that's a really big opportunity, and they did reveal the game at a Jeff Keighley show. Now, it was the Game Awards, it wasn't Gamescom, but still, they obviously could do it. And these things are adding up, but I don't know. They're still small things, right? Like, we haven't had a company banner change. This was an employee banner change, but not a company one. There's some signs that generally happen maybe before a big reveal that still aren't really happening here. So I'm going to take the no prediction on tomorrow. If we can get, as I've said, I think I have been pretty consistent with this. If we can get any info on this game official, and this concept art is super, let's look at this just for a second here. Looks incredibly good. And the reason why it was never a question to me if it was concept art, that is the same one as the trailer that we got. That's the same outfit that she has. So I think this is absolutely concept art. But if we can get something, and I guess this is official, but if we can get something a little bit bigger than that officially by the end of this year, I'll be relatively okay. Again, I'm not super pleased with how they've handled the announcement and since then, I guess, phase of this game. But if we can get just a trailer or them commenting on it would kind of be fun, right? If they could just do that before the end of 2023, I'll take it. And then 2024 should be the year that we see it or it's released. I mean, it could be both things, right? But at least let's see it in a gameplay thing, or they come out there and they talk about it. We have a little bit more to go, though. So let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed. If I ever see this stuff, or if stuff gets sent to me on this, I will, of course, make a video as fast as I can. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.